Is this guy supposed to be the ultimate badass?
What's up, everybody? We're going live, bros. We're going live, bro.
He's in the building!
All right, guys, we're doing a full-blown walk the mock 4-round draft. All right, so 4-round mock draft. It's going to be fun, bro. So if you got some time to blow here, join us. You know what I mean? It'll be 4 rounds, 2 minutes per pick. We got 32 GMs picking tonight, so it's going to be a fun one, man. I'll see if I can get some trade offers, and we'll get that going. I did send invites to Mike kind of last minute and Danny Savage. Let's see if any of them join. Oh, and there looks like Mike is able to get on here. Let's go. Mike, what's up, bro? Last minute mock draft time, baby.
I like this. This is good. This is fantastic. I was not expect spontaneous lives are just the best lives, man.
Yeah,
everything's authentic. Everything's refresh.
Yes, indeed. All right, man.
Doing yard work. Washed my hands real quick.
Nice.
Ready to get this done.
All right, let me get the tab going here so we can get that walk the mock tab open here. Let's get that going.
That hat is what hat is that? Is that the 21 draft hat?
I want to say 21. I thought it might be. Yeah, it's definitely
21 or 22.
Yes, sir. Definitely is one of the draft caps. So here we are. We're waiting here for the draft to start. It's going to start at 7. It's about to start. 32.
How many rounds? What are we doing here, Joe?
So we got 32 GMs, live picks, 2 minute per pick, 4 rounds. So, sit back, enjoy it. If you got some popcorn, beer, pizza, whatever you have, sit back and watch the show. All right.
So other people are picking live right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a full-blown live mock. I love doing these because you get a look at what other fan bases are wanting. What are they desiring? You know what I mean? So it's a good look at what other fan bases are looking at. So I like this indeed. Let me see if anybody. Let's see. I did throw out I did say 24 is open for trade down. Let's see if anybody.
I'll text Savage. Let him know you sent a link.
7 to 9. Okay. Nothing yet. We may not get a trade offer, but if we do, we'll take a look at it. Chicago's on the clock. Oh, somebody sent the trade offer. Ooh, here we go. Let's see what it is. Let's see what we got. We do have a trade offer incoming. Let's see what we got. All right, let me see where. Who do we got? Look at this.
It's the Chiefs. I knew it.
It's the Chiefs. They want to send us the 4th round.
Picking Jaden Daniels right there. There was reports that came out that Jaden Daniels did not like how the Commanders handled the quarterback 30 visits. Not only did they bring one, Joe, they brought every first-round prospect there to DC, and Jaden Daniels and his camp was not happy.
Let me see. I think there was a way to mute that. Let's turn that sound off. All right, can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I got you. All right. So we do have a trade offer here, Mike. Move back and we get their 4th rounder. What are you
like
thinking?
it. If Cowboys want to do that, San Fran isn't gonna get that to do that because Trey Lance would be free, right? So you look at Buffalo, or you can look at the Chiefs. Those two teams can call you to trade to that 24 spot. The Niners just ain't gonna do it because they don't want to just give Trey Lance away, and at that point they would be.
Yeah. Where we at right now? Cardinals are on the clock. Let's see. Trying to see where everybody has picked. Last pick, Buffalo. They took Drake. What? Drake May went to. Did they do a trade? Interesting.
Everyone knows the Cardinals are getting Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, here we go. Here are the raw picks. So they made a trade. Then when Caleb, Jaden Daniels went to Washington.
Yep.
Buffalo. Wait, no, what happened there? No, the Vikings. They took they made a trade there to go to number 3. Arizona's on make their pick in here. Malik Neighbors, bro.
Over Harrison Jr., Joe.
Marvin Harris. So is that what the fan base is feeling? That's what I like about these.
So the Giants just picked Harrison.
Ooh. Oh man. Brutal. Brutal and James, bro. Brutal and James.
I think the Chargers can go wide receiver here as well. So you can see Rome from Washington going right here to the Chargers. Or you could see Joe Alt going right here to the Chargers as well.
Yeah. In one of our mocks we did, we made that trade, bro. Remember that?
I do. Yeah, we went up and got Joe Alt.
So number 6, Chargers are on the clock. Man, I wouldn't pass on Harrison. Harrison's my number 1 player in the entire draft. But some people do like Neighbors over Harrison.
That's interesting to me.
We got a 3rd member of the triumvirate here. Danny, what's up, bro?
What's up, Joe? What's up, Mike? How's everything going?
What's
Good,
up,
bro.
man?
Got the bad news, man. I heard Harrison went to the Giants.
Yeah.
I do not want to be facing him for the next 10 years.
That would be something.
I would love Duron Bland on Harrison. I would love to see that type of matchup.
If they get a quarterback, I think he's the safest pick in round 1. In my
That's
opinion.
what I said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so right here with the Chargers, I'm thinking is it going to be Rome from Washington? It's going to be Joe Alt, the tackle.
Yeah, they're taking it down to the last second there. Pick is in. Chargers. Let's see what they got. They went with. Ooh, Mike, you were right there.
Yep.
Over Joe Alt. Interesting. Well, they may feel good about Rashawn Slater and who was the other guy there? They have a decent O-line over there. So
The Titans pick, I could see. I think I could see the Titans going. I could see the Titans going Amarius Mims. I could see them going Brock Powers.
this
I
might
could
be
see them
awesome.
going J.J. McCarthy. I could see them going those three players.
There went Alt. Yeah, they got to replace old. What was his name that was there?
Oh yeah, that long time guy. Falcons, dude. Kirk Cousins. Brock.
JJ McCarthy still on the board here.
Do they go Dallas Turner? Do they go Brock Powers? Team him up with Pitts?
Pitts has been a bust thus far for them.
If they get Bowers, they'll trade Pitts.
Yeah. I don't see them going another time. And that'd be crazy, but you never know. Dallas Turner, I think, makes sense there. Yeah, some corners are still available here. Yeah, reverse.
Me personally, I just don't see it with Dallas Turner. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't.
So this is 32 people in this mock draft picking. There's a human picking these picks, right, Joe?
Yes. Yeah. This is everybody, all the fan base. Who'd they go with? Dallas Turner. Interesting.
Well,
I could see that, though. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. The fan base might be electrified by that pick. That's Atlanta. They took Dallas Turner there. You know?
Chicago stayed at 1 to Caleb Williams or no?
Yeah. The blockbuster trade so far was Minnesota moving up to get Drake May at 3.
Did we ever accept that offer from the Chiefs, Joe, or did you?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm kind of seeing if anything else comes in.
What did the Chiefs?
Here's the trade that we got from the Chiefs to move down to 32. They get our first. We get their 4th round pick. We move down 8.
Swap first and get a 4th.
I feel like it's almost worth a 3rd. But what do y'all think, man?
I think it's too rich, Joe, for that.
Bears have traded their pick to the Detroit Lions. You think that's good value there? 4th rounder, move down?
I'd rather have a little bit more because they're calling us. They're calling us for a wide receiver. And my fear, but I firmly believe the Ravens are going to take an offensive tackle. So
Yeah.
we go to 32 at center land, basically. We're basically looking at a center if we go to 32. And then we have to pray there's a left tackle on the board come round 2. That's my only fear going past the Ravens.
Let's hold on to that. Where are we at? Detroit moved up to number 9. Who are they desperate for? They moved way the hell up here to get this pick.
J.J. McCarthy. Jared Goff on thin ice.
Bandon Hendon Hooker. Dang, dude.
I want to know what they gave up to move that far up.
We don't have Ian Rappaport to tell us. It just says that they traded, right?
I mean, they did get rid of their tight end. No, but they got what's his name at tight end? I don't think it's a tight end.
Laporta?
Could be, yeah, they got Laporta. This could be cornerback, maybe. Let's see what these weirdos do.
Yeah, but I don't know why Chicago would trade out knowing did they trade Justin Fields or is Justin Fields still there?
Still there.
No. Fields went to Pittsburgh.
That's right.
The Bears trade with Detroit.
So I don't know why Chicago would trade out.
There we go. Here's the Lions pick. Who they move way the hell up for? They got the corner, Alabama, Terrion Arnold. I don't know. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, I would not have went that.
That's
Jets weren't playing. They get Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Brock Bowers.
I hope he can help Tyron block.
Yeah, that's a
This is where JJ McCarthy goes right here.
Pick is in. The cheat tricks. Where they you called it, bro. Whew. McCarthy. He's off the board, bro. He will not be a Dallas Cowboy. All right. He's off the board.
Broncos, I could see Broncos going verse here. I don't know about going corner for the Broncos. Who else is available?
What about Bo Nix? Do they dare?
I don't know. That might be a little rich, man. I could see the Broncos trading back.
They probably could go verse here, man. They got rid of, their edge rushers. Right?
They could go wide receiver too. They traded what?
Giroudi? Oh yeah, they could.
They traded Giroudi.
Brian Thomas still there.
Brian Thomas.
Adonai Mitchell.
I can't believe how far Kool-Aid has moved up on people's boards, man. I really can't.
So what? Now his foot's no longer broken. He had surgery on it like a month ago. I mean, it seemed like he dropped and now he went back up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting, huh?
It's very interesting.
It's a roller coaster ride, baby.
Oh, there's a mic picking for the Broncos. All right. I'm the real Mike, though. Don't get it confused. Special teams. Special players, special plays. Hello, brother.
Pick is in.
Is that
Broncos. Bo Nix.
Joe called that one right there, baby.
Wow. Is that what the fan base is clamoring for? It's interesting. That's interesting.
The Bengals? So they're going to go Mitchell here. They're going to go Mitchell here. They're going to go verse.
Let's go ahead and take that pick from before they change their mind here. Let's do it.
All right. We are trading with the Chiefs, guys, to get a 4th round pick. So now we got to wait till the 32nd pick to get our guy. But we got a 4th round selection back, which is huge because there's over 100 players getting. This is real life stuff right here. I could see the Chiefs calling the Cowboys because they're going to want to jump in front of Buffalo, right? So I could see this being real life.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that 4th rounder is since they won the Super Bowl, it's at the end of the 4th round. So,
but I would take 34 picks over 100.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah. That's the part about it, right? Yeah.
End of the 4th.
Bo Nix, bro. Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Who's on the clock?
The Bengals.
Coming up.
Hello, brothers.
Shout out to everybody in the chat box. We're doing a live walk the mock. 4 rounds, 32 GMs picking live for their team. All right. Thank you for checking this out, man. Pick us in. Cincinnati.
Oh, giving him protection. I could see that. I could see that. Saints, Brandon Carr.
The bust of the 1st round, my boy Olu, with his 8-inch hands. Not a fan. Now,
Bro,
Saints
you,
DC
man, you know what
4-0
else? You know what else I didn't like about him? His slide looks kind of like delayed a little bit, man.
Who we talking about?
Like lumbering.
can't run block. Forget all his tape the last 3 years. Just watch Michigan and Ohio State. That's it. The last 3 years in a row. Versus the bottom feeders, he looks great. Against top teams, granted he's young, but his hands ain't gonna grow. And something was just off about him.
No, no, you're right, Danny. It's the hands. I mean, that's crazy. He's got small, tiny hands like that.
Who's fine? How crazy is that?
Yeah.
He just looked weird run blocking, and I just couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know what it was. And then once the combine came out, and they're like, "Yo, he has 8-inch hands." Now I'm like, "Okay." The original
8-inch hands.
he has an 8-inch hand. That's
Who
why.
is this?
That's why. That's why he's horrible at run blocking.
Who y'all talking about?
Old fashioned from Penn State, the left tackle.
He's my 16th best player on the draft.
He was originally a top 3 player. Now I see him slipping. I see him.
Yeah, his slide, his kick out and slide is kind of lumbering for me. I think he's going to have trouble with the speed edge rushers, man.
Oh, here we go. Saints, who you picking, Saints?
I'm surprised Saints didn't trade. They got like no picks either.
The Saints. He's in. Let's see. Interesting.
Jared Verse.
What do you think about that pick, guys? Jared Verse. You think is this kind of where he's going to go? You think? Seems like he's kind of sliding a little bit in the draft.
I mean, it's a bad edge class to begin with.
Yeah.
Overpay for one. I mean, the Saints just have a lot of needs. You know, Penning hasn't worked out. It seems like they're going to slide him inside to guard, but they got a lot of issues themselves. And I don't know if Verse would have been my pick. You know,
Yeah.
I love Verse. I really do. I like him, but I don't think that would have been my pick.
You know, it's interesting because Laiatu Latu still on the board, and I have Laiatu Latu higher than Jared Verse on my board. And so that's very interesting that he went before Alaya Latu.
No, I'm the same way. I got Latu 1, Verse 2. If you go strictly by game tape, Latu is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's that it's such a bad year for edges. I don't know. I see a lot of craziness Thursday night. I see guys that we think are going to go late, go early. I think we might see guys we think are going to go early, going to go late. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises Thursday.
I do too, man. I think it's going to be some fireworks, bro.
You think the NFL gives incentives to these fan bases to make this more exciting than boring? There's Brian Thomas Jr. going to Indianapolis. Who's their quarterback over there in Indy?
Richardson, the kid Richardson.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Bust the bust.
AR-15, bro.
Played like 2 games, got hurt in every game, and then a couple of concussions and hurt his shoulder, I think. And was done.
Shout out to
medicals right at the gate.
Army Mom Heather. Shout out to April Showers. He talks too much. David Cowboy. Shout out to you. C. Burlington. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like button. I need 3 people to please hit that like button. Helps the stream out tremendously. Tremendously. All right.
Yeah. So we got, let's see where we are right now. We still got some picks to go. But let's talk about this, guys. Are we feeling O-line? If there's a special defender there, do we go there and then go offense in the second and third? What are you guys feeling here?
My only thing, if we go defense at 32, it would have to be a DT in my opinion. And then there should be a center on the board. There should be a center on the board in round 2. But unfortunately, I think the Dolphins need a center. Philadelphia needs a center. Steelers need a center. So, just, I mean, we might wind up with the kid from, but I mean, I don't know.
I wouldn't be mad at Newton there. I mean, if you were to get Newton at 32, I think that's an absolute steal of steals.
Yeah, no, he's a beast.
I don't know. I think you guys are on there. You know, if Newton's there, draft him. Another name, you know, it all depends on, you know, Jordan Morgan. Where do the Cowboys have Jordan Morgan at, right? Can Jordan Morgan be that 32nd pick for the Dallas Cowboys? And then you got to look at, you know, Tyler Guyton. As much as we hate it, Joe, you know, Tyler Guyton, where do they view him? So, you know, that 32nd pick for the Dallas Cowboys trading with the Chiefs to get that 4th round pick back. You know, you have some tackle options. Do you bite the bullet and go Adrian Cooper? Do you risk that going into the second? Or do you go with the guy that we absolutely don't like if you wanted to go J.C. Latham? If he's there at 32nd?
Absolutely.
Right? Martin out of Duke, is he there? So you're going to have some tackle options. You're just not going to be sexy.
Yeah. I don't know if they want to do a project with Guyton, though. You know what I mean? I think, for me, I feel like he's strictly a right tackle.
I mean,
Jags?
15 starts. He has 13 at right tackle, 1 left tackle, and 1 at tight end. So it's not like he has a lot of experience either, Guyton. I feel he's a project.
Yeah.
A lot. So I think Morgan is a much, much safer pick than Guyton.
Morgan would be good. Is dropping. So I think fans are hip to this. Let's see what these dudes do. There went Fontenot. Bears. Not bad. Went with Caleb, and then they got their O lineman there.
How many first rounders do they have on that O line? They got to have at least 3 or 4.
Pretty stacked. They got a 29th over here. They got 3 firsts in this thing.
The Rams wasted no time.
There went Mims.
Dang.
Damn.
That's a Sean McVay pick. And the Rams haven't had a first-round pick in quite some time. So,
The same.
J.C. Latham dropping like a piece of coal, bro.
let me ask you guys this, because I know my answer. Cooper DeJean. Is he a safety or a corner?
I like him more safety.
He made my safety list, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like him more at safety.
Safety.
He'll be good. He'll be a nice fit man for Zimmer. You know,
He's a safety for me as well. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
On my top 10 rankings of safeties, he was, I think, number 4. Okay. But he was definitely 100% a safety.
We got safety. April says safety. Gerald Thompson says corner. Army Mom Heather says safety. C. Burleson says safety for me. Yes, we did trade with the Chiefs, DC40. Oh, Zach Frazier, says David Cowboy. Can Zach Frazier be there with the 32nd pick?
Let me tell you something. If it's Frazier or Morgan at 32, that would be a tough decision for me. As much as I love Frazier, I think I would go Morgan, because after Morgan, my only hope in round 2 would be Patrick Paul.
I think Leia Latu goes right here to the Steelers.
This could be Frazier here. I know that they liked him for a while, but that might have changed over the last month or so.
Pairing him with TJ Watt.
The pick is in. Pittsburgh Steelers went with Nate Williams.
Wow, the small guy.
The corner.
I think Miami's definitely. I think I could see Miami taking it all on.
Yeah.
Why do you think these fan GMs Is Latu where he's supposed to be at this point of the draft, or do you think come Thursday he's gone before the Dolphins are picking?
I think it's the medicals that are getting him. People are reading, the medicals on him, but I mean, what you see on tape, is good. He's got the measurables. So the thing is, can he stay healthy? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan, to me, Jared Morgan can't play center. Do you guys see Morgan playing any type of center?
I have him inside as a guard, but no center. I would put him at center,
No sound.
but he's got that flex. Cowboys, they love the flex on a lot of these guys.
Listen, crazy as it sounds, I can see Dallas going J.C. Latham.
The Miami Dolphins traded with the Packers here.
Now, here's the thing, Danny. I would consider J.C. Latham, but I would move him inside. I don't think he's a tackle.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I would moving him to left guard and Tyler Smith to left tackle.
Yep, that would be the play.
That
would be the play.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, no, you're right 100%, man. That's the only way. I definitely wouldn't put him at tackle.
Doesn't have the feet to play tackle.
Yeah. Pack attack is on the board. Pick is in. Cooper DeJean. Packers.
There was no need to trade up there.
The Eagles, Philadelphia on the clock at 22.
That crap hole of a city.
All they're yelling for O-line, O-line, O-line.
Maybe they'll take Manu here.
Crappy franchise.
Kelsey just retired, so center should be top of the list here, I would think.
I mean, how many more years is Lane?
Cox retired too, so is Byron Murphy the replacement?
Let's see. Here we go.
Then
Pick is in Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Your boy.
I don't like him now.
He's now part of the enemy. Yeah.
Oh.
Picks are flying.
Is this JJ McCarthy? Was he still available or did he leave? Oh.
That's a good pick.
That's it. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, they drafted McCarthy.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what do I know?
They went Leggett. Was that our pick? Let me see.
Yeah. That was,
they moved up to get that receiver. They wanted a receiver, it seems like.
yeah, definitely. I'm surprised offer us anything. I'm surprised.
Are we so he talked too much, said Richards, Awesome Richards is your tackle. What do you think he's at in his red shirt year as the Dolphins are on the clock?
Man, he's the big wild card. We have no idea. This guy's not even showing those overhyped hype videos that fans go over.
Brock Hoffman has the overhyped video.
Yeah.
Who was he with? He was with somebody on the offensive line. It was Brock Hoffman and somebody else. They had a little video go. TJ Bass. It was Brock. Was it TJ Bass? Oh, no, it was Terrence Steele and Brock Hoffman. That's who it was. They got them a little hype video. So Awesome Richards kind of low-key under no radar in sight.
I think
the Ravens just traded up.
Average, in my opinion. Because what I've read, he looked horrible on the practice field. Horrible.
I think Terrence Steele has to play better than what he did last year, dude. All day long, 365. J.C. Latham, the Ravens traded up for him, so they did not go get a wide receiver. Savage, what do you think about that?
No, I told you the Ravens were going O-line 100%.
Oh, you did? I thought you said wide receiver.
Oh, 100% Ravens going tackle. 100%.
The Buccaneers on the clock here.
They paid Baker Mayfield. What do, Joe?
Evans.
Byron Murphy here. Mitchell.
Could go defense. Yeah, defensive-minded coach, right? Murphy, McKinstry, Newton. Ooh. Barton's still there. Chop Robinson's still there.
They can go a lot of areas. Tampa.
We'll see what they do.
Don't be shocked to see running back come off the board with Tampa.
Dude, you ready to go live the first day of the draft, dude, on Thursday?
Dude, I wish it was already Thursday.
You know this week's going to go by slow now, right?
Oh, man.
Days always.
You know it. It's gonna be torturous.
I used to like the draft better when it was all one day, to be honest with you. It used to be on a Saturday from 12 noon till like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Damn.
That's where me and Joe, that's where we first met up on the, we interacted on the YouTubes a lot. And then we got to meet up in 2018 at the draft. Leighton Vander Esch, Connor Williams, Michael Gallup, these guys of the past.
Tampa Bay front office took this to the last second. Let's see what they did here. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I can't see that.
Interesting. Chiefs, real quick. Let's see what they do here. Xavier Worthy, another speed weapon.
I don't like those Big 12 wide receivers.
He's a combine warrior.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Danny. Big 12. A lot of busts. We got CD though, but outside of that, it's rare.
Very. For every CD and for every Dez, there's 100 busts.
There's exactly. Buffalo. I'm surprised these guys didn't try to move up or anything. Wide receiver.
They're going Mitchell here.
I would think they're the best wide receiver on the board.
I wouldn't take Mitchell. He's got that. What do they say? He's got diabetes. They gotta watch him very carefully or something.
Diabetes. He has to be drinking Gatorade Zero. No sugar, no carbs.
Something. Would you take Franklin out? Man, I don't know. It's almost like
Mitchell's my 35th player on the board.
That'd be like a forced pick. I don't know if I take a receiver right here, man.
I need 3 people to hit like for me, please. And if you want to, click on Cowboys Corner, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Comments is right there. Just bam, bam, bam.
Still there.
Bam, bam,
Byron Murphy's still there.
Yeah.
Special teams, special players, special teams.
Chop Robinson went to the Bills.
No, I don't.
Weak defensive end class, like you said, Savage. I'm with you. I'm not even a fan of Chop either. Not good, bro.
I mean, I like him, but to me, he's just a third down pass rushing specialist.
Yeah. No. That's what he is. A rotational specialist.
I mean, he had 15 tackles his entire senior season.
Yeah, that thing is gonna cut it.
Miami traded back here. Where do you think these guys go?
They went Bears. Byron Murphy.
Oh, wow.
We're coming up on our pick. Picked up that 4th rounder. Still got all the centers are still there.
It's looking more and more like JPJ is going to be the guy, Joe.
Barton, Morgan, Kingsley's there, Patrick Paul's there, and then you got some other later round guys.
I love Paul. He's my pet cat, but I feel better about him in round 2 than round 1.
Yeah,
I'm the same way with Kingsley as well from BYU.
JPJ, Frazier, both of them there.
I can see Dak still going Grant Barton just because his versatility. And they like guys that are versatile. I mean,
And he is a 30 visit.
yeah.
What are we feeling, guys? Barton there. Other centers are there. Newton's there.
At this point, it's going to come down to the medicals, which we don't have on all 3 guys. So we really don't know 100%.
I think Mitchell can go to Miami here.
With all of them. But and then we got to pray there's a left tackle on the board in round 2. Unless they throw Smith out there.
We got a trade offer. Want them back again? Let me see.
Yep, there he is.
Bills want 32. That's too far back, dude.
That's a lot of picks.
Yeah, no, we're gonna reject that. Oh crap! Accidentally accepted it. Can you imagine?
I think San Fran's definitely going all on. Or D tackle.
O line.
I can see them going. They've been very aggressive with their defensive line. They let a lot of guys go. Randy Gregory, Chase Young. A lot of these guys left. I could see them taking Newton here.
Oh man, that'd be brutal.
Either DT or O line, one or the other.
The trenches of trenches.
I need
one pick away.
Some love for my channel. I'm one subscriber away from going live. Danny Savage, Draft Guru, help a brother out. I need one more subscriber to go live. My YouTube page.
Yeah, guys, hit up Danny's YouTube channel, man. Hit him up.
Pick us in. Let's see where they went.
Ooh, they got Newton. So he's off the board. So all right, we got 2 minutes. Consensus. What are we feeling here? Are we feeling Barton?
I'm feeling more JPJ. I will take my swing on Awesome Richards being left tackle, keeping Tyler Smith at left guard. That center, I like Brock Hoffman, and I like Brock Hoffman a lot. But I would rather take my chances drafting JPJ. Or if you really like Brock Hoffman, get Barton. It's all up to you.
What I don't like about JPJ, he's a 1-year wonder.
What about this? This is.
I do like Frazier, and I like
the trade offer here.
What's
the fifth pick in the second round, and then your 10th pick in the 4th round. Do we want to move back a couple? We want to move out of the first.
Probably still move back and get one of our old linemen if all 3 are on the board, plus Morgan. At this point,
You want to take this? You want to take this trade? What are you guys feeling?
Well, all 3 centers are there. Morgan's still on the board. That's 4. I mean, I don't see all 3 centers going in the next 5 picks. So we should have one of
them. Let's take that.
Now, who do you make this trade with? Chargers?
Yeah.
So now Cowboy fans are pissed. They got to wait another 24 hours till they get on the board.
Jerry Jones.
Twitter is going ballistic.
Jerry Jones is running to the gas station for some more wine. Who did come up to get?
We got Graham Barton there with our pick. But our pick is coming up here pretty quick. The pick is in. Panthers. JPJ.
Who sat us in a row?
Somebody check on Mike, please.
What?
JPJ just went off the board.
Yeah,
Barton and JPJ are off the board.
I would be okay with Morgan and Van Pran later.
Yeah, they're still there.
You know who we need to call?
Keon Coleman. That's fine.
We need to call and see where Felipe Franks is at. That's what we need to do.
How many picks away we are from picking?
We got 2 in front of us. And this is the Buffalo second rounder that we got.
Buffalo gotta be going. If this kid has any sense, he has to be going all line. He went chop before, correct? Didn't he go chop Robinson earlier?
Yeah.
Buffalo has to be going O line or running back. Excuse me, wide receiver or running back right now. If you're Buffalo.
Click
Bet you he's pissed New England took Keon Coleman.
click the OT tab.
We got Guyton, Morgan, Kingsley's there. All's there.
No, it looks like Jordan Morgan's going to be your guy.
I think I would do. Yeah. I think Morgan's going to be the pick here with that. And we still got another one in the second round. So we're going to come out of this shit looking good, bros.
Who did Buffalo take? I couldn't tell.
Well, they moved. Let me see. Buffalo. They took Chop Robinson at 28.
Let's hit 3 people to hit like if you want to. Click on my comment there. Hit subscribe if you want to. If you haven't already, it's all up to you. Danny Savage, the guru, needs 1 more subscriber to go live. LIV.
Yeah, that was a good trade for us, man. We got a second and another 4th, and the both. Oh, I love that. It's good value. Let's see what these guys do. Oh no!
He's watching this live stream. He's laughing at us right now.
But Frazier's still on the board or no?
Oh, bro, I'm low key faded, bro.
Washington is on the clock.
Well, with the extra good news is with the extra picks that we got, we can double dip at off the tackle and we could double dip at center.
Well, you got Kingsley there. He's still there.
I like him, Joe, but God, this guy, do you trust our offensive line coach to coach this guy up?
You got BB there at guard.
What, is Frazier still available?
I think I take BB there at guard, move Tyler to tackle, and we're in business, man.
Is Frazier on the board or no?
Frazier's still there, center.
I think you have to jump at Frazier.
My vote's Frazier.
What are you guys feeling? Frazier? All right, let's see if you guys feel.
Well, we know that the Commanders shouldn't freaking draft him. They got our players, you know, the Washington Cowboys over there.
There we go. Manner select. Tyler Guyton.
Good.
Good luck. All right.
I vote Frazier.
Let's do it.
5 now, he might be the best center that came out of this class. Started 39 games, 11-inch hands. The kid's he's a mauler. He's a wrestler. He knows angles, the positions. He's a mauler plus a technician. Like 5 years from now, don't be surprised. He's the best center that came out of this class, Frazier. And he's a blue collar guy. You don't got to worry about him being in nightclubs the night before a game. You know,
Eternal
diet.
Dynasty.
Nasty. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, bro. Slap yourself in the back of the face or hit the back of the head, bro. Like, dude, that trade was fantastic, man. That trade was fantastic.
it would be
But we still got another.
even better if Patrick Paul falls to us.
I mean, we still got our other second round pick. I mean, the value is unbeatable, bro.
Seals highlights. Troy Dunley. They're not happy with us.
And we got 2 4s.
So we have 2 2s, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
How many?
Well, yeah, you got 2 2s because you didn't get a 1.
Okay. All right.
We got the 2 from Buffalo, and then we got ours still there.
Yeah, that's great value. Moving back, getting him and a 2.
And then we got the 2 4s, bro. This is exactly what this team needs, man. Top 100 picks we're talking about here, guys. You know? No, we should be running the team. Are you kidding me? See what the Cowboys do, man.
You know, they also said Travis Frederick was a reach. You know, they also said, you know, that that a lot of these picks that the Cowboys have made have been reaches. So,
Yeah.
you know, Cowboys drafted O-line. Carolina with the glass of glass.
Thank God he's off, man. Didn't want to take that one there.
Carolina took him or the Redskins took him?
The Carolina Panthers took him.
Yeah, I was going to say, if the Redskins took him, I'm sure Dan Quinn was going to put him at safety.
First, he's got to put him on IR right off the gate. Can you imagine if he starts the season on PUP?
One of my favorite corners just went to the team of our rivalry.
Yeah, I do like him too.
We got Zach Frazier, DC4L. We traded back with who do we trade back with? With the Chargers?
Yeah.
And we got more picks. And some people like it, some people don't.
I mean, a lot of people would have been happy with us taking Frazier at 24. Nobody would have complained about that. And to trade back and get him, plus that's a home run.
Exactly. That's a grand slam, bro. That's a grand slam of a pick there.
I mean, Thursday night, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people wanting Frazier.
And I think if people look up the definition of mock, they'll feel a lot better about themselves. That this ain't real. Don't get worked up over something that isn't real.
No, the thing about it too is, yeah, it's deep with centers, but I mean the skill set is clearly different. Clearly different.
The Cheesehead select. Ooh. See, I'm glad he's off the board as well because we already have an undersized linebacker in Overshown. I don't think we need to. Cowboys are really high on Cooper there, but I think the earlier he goes, the better because we already have Overshown there.
Texans,
they're flying. Sweet, maybe.
These guys are making a run. Ooh, Brayton Fisk. Nice. Okay. They're making a run, bro. They're making a run. The Texans are going to take that division, man.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And then that game, we're playing them this year, right? We're on the schedule?
Oh.
Yeah, the Texans, yes.
This could probably going to be at Houston. Man, let's open up with those fools, bro. What do you think?
And is there something about like Dallas's mayor wants like another football team there or something?
He's been wanting it ever since he got elected. But little did that mayor know, Jerry has more power in that metropolitan area than he does of anything that he ever signs for that city.
Probably you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Beer Sports Show. Shout out to you, bro. He gave us a comment on Twitter the other day, Joe. He said he likes to watch us because we keep it funky. We keep it 100 and no sugarcoat, Joe. So shout out to Pastor Beer's Sports Show.
Appreciate you, bro. That's what we do here, man. You know what I mean? And we change it up too. You know, we like to give a lot of the prospects out there.
We don't keep it stale. And let's think about this. Before free agency started, we were the only three guys saying that Dallas wasn't going to go out and sign anybody.
Mhm.
We were the three guys keeping it real. Everybody else was saying Dallas is going to sign this guy, Dallas is going to sign that guy, and we were all like, no, Dallas ain't going to sign anybody.
I was on a Twitter space the other day, and they're pissed off that CeeDee Lamb isn't signed yet. So I went into the space, and voiced my opinion. Why are we freaked out? We all know CeeDee Lamb's getting signed at training camp. Why? We know that this is what the Cowboys do. Tank, Romo, Big Tyron Smith, all these guys were signed at training camp. And the list can go on and on and on and on. Zeke, training camp. The list goes on for people of Cowboys who signed at training camp. CeeDee is getting signed at training camp. Stop freaking out.
Yeah, there's something to just what the Cowboys do, right? They don't spend in free agency and they sign their guys during training camp, like you said. Like they have these things that they do. It's just what they do, right? So I'm with you on that, Mike. I'm not worried at all about getting CD re-signed. Not one bit.
But I can also see a move coming this week, just so Dallas is in the news during draft week for the entire week. That's Jerry's MO. That's what he does Super Bowl week. Anytime I could see a move coming this week. But
in 2018, Joe, who retired on day one of the NFL draft? Jason Witten.
Yeah. Oh, Witten.
It's all
gold jacket Witten, bro.
So their whole point, though, of why they were mad was that Justin Jefferson's going to get probably paid anywhere between $30 to $35 million a year. They feel like that if that happens, CeeDee Lamb's going to get his money matched to that. So they're saying sign him for 30 now so you don't have to pay him 35 later. There's nothing that I have found or read that says Justin Jefferson's getting paid more than $30 million a year. Could be wrong. There could be something out there that I haven't seen. The market for wide receiver right now is 30 mil. It is no more, no less. The average will be 30 mil.
It's crazy money.
Well, yeah, he's gonna get paid big time. So we're in the second round, right?
Yes, forever DC. We do have 2 fourth rounds now with the trades that we have made.
Troy Franklin. All right, let's talk about this second round. Do we think of wide receiver here, linebacker, running back? Let's see. Have any running backs come off the board yet?
No, it'd be rich if a running back.
Benson is there, bro. But you could probably stretch out running back a little bit, right?
I think the Giants are going to go for Benson or Brooks here after the Colts. The Raiders could go for Benson or Brooks. The nasty, stinky, filthy Eagles, they won't pick a running back. The Steelers could. The Browns could. So there might be a couple of running backs gone by the time 24 hits us.
Let's see. What do you get? What's the vibe, bros? You feeling? You want to go linebacker, receiver?
Darius Robinson out of Missouri or Patrick Paul?
Big shout out to Space Cowboy 17. Or Space Cowboy Media. Sorry, he changed his name. With all due respect.
Cowboy. Heck yeah, bro. That's my
What's
dude.
What's up, Space Cowboy?
Good to see you.
Great dude. That's another guy I got to meet in person back in December. Real good guy. He made my fat ass walk up 400 levels, but it was good to get a hug from him. I was out of breath, dude. By the time I met up with Space, dude, I wanted a hot dog and some nachos. I was willing to fork out $35.
Yeah, like concessions there that 18 Stadium, no joke, man.
Jerry gets you. No matter how he gets you. He gets you.
Yeah. Like,
Ruthless.
At least with the popcorn, you get free refills.
Okay. It's not that bad.
the pick is in. New York Giants. Michael Penix Jr. Okay.
I can see that. I seriously, I can see that.
Interesting. So they low key want a quarterback over there, it feels like, right?
I'm surprised they didn't go running back, to be honest with you. They got nobody.
Yes. Me, Joe, will be live Thursday, day 1. I'll be live. I'll be doing a special Talking Crazy day 3, covering the draft. So anybody's more than welcome. Come in. We'll touch on day 1, day 2 picks, and we'll just cover 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds of the draft there. I'll be live with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely Thursday. Mike and I will be on here live, talking about the draft. Danny's definitely welcome, man. If you want to drop by, Danny, hop in.
We have to get our TVs synced as possible.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Last year, Joe, I don't know how his TV went far from mine, but I had to hurry up and catch up, and we had a mute. It was crazy. But
no, it really is hard to sync it up when you're in different cities, different, and moreover, if you're in a different time zone,
different stream apps.
Yeah,
companies, it's very hard. Very hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be for Chris Jenkins. Went to the, is that
You could do it. You can do it. You can do it past your beers. You can do that, brother. I believe in you.
Not a fan of Chris Jenkins at all. Everyone's comparing him to his father. The only thing he has that his father has is the same last name. That's it. His
name, yeah.
4 inches and 100 pounds more. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it. And he wasn't even the best defensive tackle on Michigan's team last year. I just don't see it. That's Mozzie Smith 2.0.
He's got to go, I guess, to the right system, or maybe it'd be better if he went to the Chargers.
How did Mozzie Smith hurt his shoulder without playing? What was he rolling the joint? Like what?
I don't know. Hopefully he's not going to be one of them type of dudes, man.
Play. And then he gets the shoulder surgery like in February, March. Like a couple weeks ago we got it.
Yeah.
Why? Don't get me started.
We are, how many picks away? We're at 7 picks away. Let's see how we're looking here. See what the receivers look like. Parasol's there. Roman Wilson's there. Malachi Corley.
Oh, no.
Jalen Polk.
The kiss of death. Can't do Corley. Can't do it.
I think wide receivers are too rich for me there, Joe.
Tight end. This is our second round pick. Okay, pick is in. Raiders. Oh, okay.
Good. Let go.
Kingsley.
Listen, I'm not lying. In the last 50 years, there's been one decent BYU lineman to start in the NFL. They're all
the crap hole of a city.
No, it's a good point, man. It's a good point, and it is part of the draft. You do have to go with history. I strongly believe in that.
They want to see the running backs on the board, Joe.
Let's see.
I think every single one of them's on the board.
I think so. Let's Let's undo that. I don't want Brooks. Benson, Quorum, Jalen Wright.
Dude,
Braylon.
I think Corum lied on his height, bro. I seen Corum's workout video, and then I put Deuce Vaughn's video right beside it. I can't tell a difference in size. I really can't.
Oh, I agree. I don't like calling on Dallas. We already got one midget. We don't need two.
Yeah, it's got to be Benson, man.
I don't know why people are so high on Corum. I really don't. I think he's lying on his height, dude. Yeah, he's 5'7", 5'8". Vaughn is 5'5", but you watch both of them. Do they look the exact same size?
Vaughn is tiny, bro. He is so small, man. I can't. I'm telling you, and that's the thing we need to remember. We got to come out of this draft with that feel good story. Who's it going to be? Because they do that shit every year.
The feel-good story is either going to be Ray Davis, the 25-year-old rookie out of Kentucky. Keon Coleman, he's another good story. There's a few. You got the kid, the DB.
Might be right, Space.
The DB that played in the Canadian League. The good, I mean, you're right. Dallas will come up with one of those feel-good stories where they'll make a documentary. And
oh, they love doing that. They love doing that. Wide receivers, let's see what we got. Wide receivers stacked, man. Okay. Pittsburgh.
How many picks before we pick?
We are
5. We're the 5th pick in that 5.
There went Ricky.
And what's the gap between our second rounder?
This is our second rounder.
Correct, because we took Frazier 1-1.
Yeah. And then we got our third, and we got 2 4s to close it out. This mock draft tonight is going to 4 rounds.
Space Cowboy said the feel good story is one where we take the best player on the board.
There went Corley. Of course, the Rams take him. Sean McVay.
Kiss of death. The Malachi Corley kiss of death. I don't want him.
Those little bitty dudes.
Don't
And then
want him.
from a smaller school too. Very risky,
His quarterback made him look good too. He threw over 15,000 yards, and he lost a year of eligibility.
Oh,
Colson.
Cowboys real big on Colson there. Off the board to the crap hole of a city.
They need a linebacker. They need linebackers though.
We
got
3 picks till it's us.
Yeah, let's start trying to break this down.
As much as if Darius Robinson from Missouri is still on the board, or Patrick Paul, I would be tempted to go them. Because I know I'm not getting a defensive tackle like that in round 3, and I'm not getting a tackle in round 3. That's just me. But I'm pretty sure I can get a running back in round 3.
Who's BPA right now, Joe?
Trying to get it to load. It's like lagging a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
As well. Jonathan Brooks. I don't like Nealon either. You got some good safeties there with Newman and Bullard. Benson, I feel like it's got to be the pick, man.
I think the Freeman signing, I think that opens up the Cowboys to maybe the 4th round selection.
Tavondre Sweat's there, bro. No. Patrick Paul. BB's still there.
You notice BB's a solid player, very solid. He played left tackle and guard. He just doesn't stand out, but he's solid. He's a good run blocker, but if Zach doesn't break his leg, he's my number 1 guard.
What are we feeling, guys? Here, let's come down with a consensus here on the 2nd round pick. We want a linebacker, or are we looking at D line, or what are you guys feeling?
Well, I gave my 2 cents. You guys go.
Trotter, Cedric Gray, Wallace, Let's see.
Linebacker's too rich right now.
Is he
Okay,
gone?
Sweat is on the board. Is Newbin still available?
I think so.
Darius, was he there? Darius
Barry,
is gone, huh?
you there?
He's gone, it looks like. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, Darius is gone.
Sweat, Newbin. Hit wide receiver for me, Joe.
Wide receiver. Got Roman Wilson, Polk, McMillan, Burton.
I see McMillan as a third round. I don't know. With our running book or with our running group the way it is right now, I don't know if I'm going running back in the second. That's just me. I'm either going Newbin, Sweat, or Wilson, the wide receiver. That's where I'm going.
Okay. We're on the clock.
Since no Robinson, I would go either Patrick Paul or Sweat. Unless you guys feel Sweat's gonna fall more.
I don't know if I'm on board with the Patrick Paul pick at this moment in time in this round.
But what other left tackles are out there though?
Is Sweat, was he a 30 visit?
He
Sweat
might
was it?
not
Was he
have
a
been
30?
Dallas Day. We don't know.
There's Patrick Paul.
Unless we throw BB at left tackle, there's no other left tackles out there. Or the kid from Yale, and I'm not a fan of Ivy League guys being thrust in the starting lineup. Game one.
So we got our center. So right now
Sweat
we're
could drop.
looking at Tyler and Bass. Are we good with that setup? Are we good with Tyler and Bass as your left side?
I'm good with Bass.
I like Bass. He definitely can play.
So
But I think Sweat can fall.
Listen, getting your running back number one at this point is great value. So I don't think anyone would have a problem with Benson.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go to that right there, bro. We need this guy. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know about that one.
This is what you got to know about. All right. Tyler Smith, Bass, Zach Frazier, bro. Can you imagine? And then you put a running back of this caliber. We're going to make running great again.
But here's my thing with using Bass and Hoffman. Even if we do use those guys, we still have to go out and draft guys because then we have zero depth at those positions. Me personally, I would want Patrick Paul. That's what I would want. Because to me, like third round, offensive tackle falls off a cliff. Big time.
Let's see who's there at third round, bro. This is getting fun here, bro.
Unless they feel they could put Rosengartner to left tackle, to left tackle, unless they feel they can do that.
Right. I like Braylon Allen in the fourth round. We have 2 fourth-round selections. I think you could have went running back there, and I think you could have either got Sweat was probably your third-round pick, but you could have went in other positions besides Benson there.
Nah, I like the pick, bro. I think it's right up there, Allen. You need some speed too, bro. As much as I like Allen, Benson's got that 3.9 speed.
I don't want Allen to be Derrick Henry. I need Braylon Allen to be Braylon Allen of Wisconsin. That's who I need Braylon Allen to be.
But Mike, you're gonna laugh. Like we did the other night. If he's there in round 4, I would still take him. Because imagine, you have a defense, and now Trey Benson's a big running back. He comes out of the game to get some rest, and now you see big Braylon Allen walk into the game. So now you got 2 monsters you're going up against. So make a strong position even stronger. I think we need to come out of this draft with 2 running backs. We have the bruiser. We can get a speedster later on, but if I can get a Braylon Allen or an Audric Estime later on and have two beasts, listen, just answer my question. What are 95% of the NFL's defenses? What are they? They're all undersized. How did Michigan win a national championship this year? By running the ball 32 times straight in second halves of the game. Just bringing in tight ends, bringing in offensive linemen at tight ends, and just pounding people. In the last four teams in the NFC, AFC championship games, they were power teams also. And it's a copycat league. That's just my opinion, my 2 cents. I would take Braylon Allen or Estime later again in a heartbeat. If the value.
Yeah, you definitely can. You do a 1-2 punch.
Who
We've got a lot of placeholders there. You know what I mean? It's like none of those guys have any lock on them on their, their roster spot. None of them. Freeman, Malik.
Yeah, our running. Oh, but we got Deuce. Come on.
Deuce. Yeah.
And let's
Rico. Yeah, it's just a bunch of placeholders.
If his father wasn't a scout, we never would have drafted him.
I believe that too, bro. I believe that 100%.
His father was an NCAA scout. He got banned. He got banned from the NCAA.
Mm.
The best is I want to be a fly in like the draft room when Brent comes in and says, "Yeah, I think we have to skip on Sweat this round."
Here's my thing. With picking Trey Benson in the second round, I don't think we learned anything from the Ezekiel Elliott pick. Trey Benson is not going to play longer than Newman. Period. He just isn't. I don't think we learned anything from the Zeke pick if Cowboys do that in real life.
They very well may do that, Mike. So you got to be prepared for it.
Oh, I'm prepared. But we didn't learn anything from the Zeke pick. We could have had Jalen Ramsey over Zeke, right? That was the talking point. You can get rid of that talking point and wait till the third, fourth round. It'll get you a running back.
But the way Jerry looks at it is the Benson pick is going to sell a lot of jerseys. That's
and that's part of what makes the Cowboys and why we're one and dones.
Who sells jerseys?
Yeah. He mixes the business with the football. That's what kills his team. Braylon Trice went to the Bears. Hey, what do you think about Braylon Trice? I don't really know. Like, can't put a solid thought on that one, man.
Roman Wilson. He could be good for Baltimore.
Yeah. Braylon. So is he more like an outside guy for you, like a old outside linebacker in the Ravens setup?
I like.
I have.
And like.
Go ahead. I have Trice as an end.
Braylon Trice.
Guys, like some people look at them as outside linebackers, some people look at them as defensive ends. So everyone's rankings is going to be mixed match this year. It's very similar. Very similar.
Paul still on the board. Still, this BB still on the board.
I would trade up for Paul. I'm telling you, there's no other left tackle. He started over 39 games. He's 6'8". He's my pet cat.
I like Paul too. I don't know why people are hating on him. The guy can play.
You know what it is, Joe? There's certain social media guys out there that say, "Oh, that guy is horrible," and then everyone else jumps on the bandwagon because they watch a few reps at the Senior Bowl and they say, "Oh, he can't play." In a position battle, that's the defensive lineman has an advantage of you. Instead of watching the Senior Bowl, Why don't you go back and watch his last 4 years of tape?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to say and the reason it's ironic I'm on the East Coast, but the reason I was watching Houston a lot is because their former coach used to be the head coach at West Virginia, and my nephew was starting tight end at West Virginia, so I used to watch the game at West Virginia. So then when the head coach went to Houston, I started watching theirs. So
Mm-hmm.
a whole, so he's not getting any love, Patrick Paul, but
Let's see what we got here. There went Sweat to the Cardinals.
Cardinals took Sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals fix this shit. Crazy. Love Blake. I saw somebody put Blake Fisher in, but I think he's strictly a right tackle.
He's strictly a right tackle, and God, you need to look at that Duke game. It was a disaster. He's good, but he's still got some development, man.
I like Chris. I feel
honestly, Savage, I like him more. I think we mentioned this earlier in the show that I like him better as an inside in the guard.
who, BB or Blake Fisher?
Blake Fisher.
I can see that. He didn't get a lot of love this year because of Alt, but I mean, he definitely flew up the board since the combine and senior.
Odessa Isaac.
He lit up Guyton at the Senior Bowl, but you see, I'm not a big Senior Bowl guy. I'd rather go by 4 years of tape. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
More of a tape guy. It's like a combination. Tape, we'll do the Senior Bowl, and then we'll do the combine. But to me, it's tape. I'm gonna go tape every day.
Yeah, Senior Bowl is just part of the whole process because the Senior Bowl really just gets the players on people's radar. Like Aaron Donald, Zach Martin. These guys, they weren't even considered first round guys until they got on people's radar at the Senior Bowl. It has some value, but yeah, people can get overrated in those All-Star games as well. You got to do a complete study on them.
I mean, especially if a team, let's say, didn't make a bowl, and a kid had 2 months, 2 months to prepare for this game, and the week of practice, versus a team who played in a national championship game, and then maybe that kid had 3 weeks to prepare for the Senior Bowl for the week. Same thing with the East-West Shrine game. You got kids that had 2 months to prepare for that. So, of course, they're going to have an advantage over a kid that played 4 more games and is coming off 2-3 weeks going into that game, in my opinion.
Cooper Beebe is still there. Mahogany is still there.
Kid from here, he's a tough kid. Boston College puts out tough interior linemen.
Jeremiah Trotter, bro, still there.
Let me ask you a question, both of you. If Jeremiah Trotter, if his last name was Lipschitz instead of Trotter, what round do you think he would go? Or where do you be talking about him?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah, he got definitely getting some rise with the name. And he was early in the draft process. Some people were saying as early as the first, but no, I think he's he's more of a day 3 guy for me.
I always have that question with legacy players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. And a lot of them don't do good, man. Right? I do like Brendan Rice, the receiver from USC, though. I think he's one of the rare ones that can actually play. But you look at Barry Sanders, boy, he didn't do anything. Emmitt Smith, boy, EJ, he's not doing anything either. So yeah, there's something to it.
You know what it is, in my opinion? I think a lot of these kids, those kids, they grow up with the silver spoon in their mouth. They grow up millionaires. They're not hungry. They're not doing the little things that the kids that come from nothing are. That's just my.
Going off from the Colts. 3. They want our 4th round pick. That's what they want. They want to give us an earlier pick.
How many more picks do you pick again?
Our pick's at 23 in the 3rd round. So they want to go down, but they want our 2nd, 4th round pick there, Danny.
Say
So
that
we would move up.
we would move up.
We'd move up in the 3rd round. We'd get 15th.
So what? I can move up, give up one of my 4s,
Mhm.
and still have a 4. If I can move up and get Patrick Paul and still keep a 4, I would do it.
Let's see where we at.
Is Patrick a perfect progress? No. He needs help with his hands. You give him to Duke. He needs about 20 pounds, but
There he went. He didn't make it.
That's it. We're done.
There's BB. Can you make a case for BB at guard and Tyler Smith at tackle?
No, it is.
Why is he still there? Ogany's still.
I can wait an extra round and probably get Zach Zenter from Michigan. And he's much bigger than BB. Zenter's 6'5", 320. BB's like 6'3", 320. But
Let's look at some wide receiver weaponry. There went Javon Baker. What's left over here? Wide receiver outside is not good. So let's see what we got left here. McMillan and Burton are there, bro. Brendan Rice.
McMillan is one of the sleeper wide receivers there at Washington. Big fan of McMillan.
192. Jalen McMillan. Burton.
They go crazy. I know it, but don't hate me. Theo Johnson, the tight end from Penn State. 6'6", 260, ran a 4.5 40. And don't be surprised 3 years from now he's the best tight end in this draft.
Yeah. Could be, man. There's some tight ends in here that can really play.
Horrible quarterback. His quarterback was horrible. And their best wide receiver, DeAndre Lambert Smith, he had a transfer portal. He's looking to transfer.
Let's go to the BPA board and see what we got. Bullard's still there. I do like him. Mike, you like Bullard here? Safety.
I do. I
like
do.
Comparable to Newton. Very good player. Jalen Wright. Double dip. Running back.
I wouldn't do Jalen Wright in the 3rd round.
Jonathan Brooks. Thank God he went there.
Oh,
that's good. I like that pick there.
That MetLife turf is going to eat him alive.
It is.
What
You're right. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
The curse of Jimmy Hoffa.
What in this 3rd round here, Joe?
Yeah.
And Savage. What offensive tackles available that's better than Velasco, that's better than Ball, and better than Austin Richards?
I could probably name you 3, but they're all right tackles.
Yeah, they're right tackles. All of them.
Our last 2 we had was BB and Patrick Paul.
So we can't find one that's better. I don't think offensive tackles one.
They went
right.
lower.
So you got to look at. I think you got to look at the trenches here. on the defense side of the ball, maybe linebacker. I would go front 7 here on the defense side of the ball with this third round pick somewhere.
Let's look at McMillan.
God!
D-line. Let's take a look. Leonard, Wingo, Dwayne Carter, McKinley Jackson.
Doing nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I don't think a third on those guys. Edge, Jonah Ellis.
I was just going to say his name, to be honest with you. I just was.
Jonah.
Do you feel he's more of a hand in the third guy or an outside linebacker?
That's the thing, right? At 6'2".
Yeah, he's like 260, 265.
Yeah. Gabriel Murphy. He's another one of these guys. Yeah, because you get like some of these tweener guys.
Yeah.
That third round.
Ellis is a 3-4 linebacker to me.
It's like after round 2 and the first couple picks of 3, offensive tackle falls off a cliff. Right now, you're looking at a lot of interior guys.
I think, okay. To quote Jason Garrett, I think BB's the blinking light right here, man.
Now
I'll plug him in at guard and then have Tyler there at that left tackle, and we're dominating the shit out of everybody. Zach Frazier, BB, Tyler.
well, he has great value getting the number 1 guard at this point. And he has played left tackle also, so he can play left tackle in case of an emergency.
Yeah, that's true. They do love that versatility. Would he make it to us though?
In reality, I don't think so.
That's because he's the last. I think that's your last true solid left guard. Well, Mahogany, I like him a lot too. That's another one I like a lot.
But you got to see the medical too. If Zinter is 100% back, or he starts the season on IR,
Mm-hmm.
big Zinter fan.
Yeah, Zinter's been moving up boards. Linebacker. Oh, where's the linebacker at? Let's see what we got here, guys. Trotter, Cedric Gray, Trevin Wallace. He's there. Eichenberg. And then you start to get into later round guys. What are you guys feeling about any of these guys right here? Trotter, Gray, Wallace.
Trotter's a 4th round guy to me. I don't see anything there that excites me at linebacker in the 3rd round.
I think Wallace is going to go a lot earlier than people are thinking.
Yeah, I think so too.
Athletic, he has decent size. I would like Eichenberg a little bit later, but I do see Wallace go a little bit earlier than people think.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
if
being that if he's there, would we consider him here at 23? Doing Booker.
What's BPA?
There's BB. Quorum still there. If you want to double dip. Jaden Hicks. Jalen Wright. Cole Bishop.
Cole Bishop has nice size.
What about Kieran? Would you move him inside?
I describe him as an Earl Thomas, but not as good as run tackler as Earl Thomas. But
Spencer Rattler there. You want to do throw him into the mix? Jonah Ellis still there. He would be undersized in a 4-3 end, but Production's there.
I mean, I don't know. I think it would have to be BB. I think unless we're going to switch a right tackle to left tackle.
Yeah, man. I think if he makes it to us, dude, that's got to be the pick. But let's go through another scenario. If BB doesn't make it to us, how are we feeling about Ellis?
I was just going to say, if BB's in the real world, it would have to say linebacker. I would be thinking Ellis.
Let's see what we got here. Jaguars.
Oh, they got us.
Oh no.
Oh, bro, I'm low key faded, bro.
Oh man. That's how the draft goes, bro. Right?
They got gremlins, man. They're hearing us.
Okay. So we're looking at
Linebacker, or maybe back to running back. I think BPA.
looking at linebacker. Yeah, we're looking at linebacker. Some people like Gray, man.
I think he's good against the run. He has nice size.
Yeah, he's definitely got good size, 6'3". Tackling machine. What is this knock, though, in your opinion, Danny?
In my opinion, him 4 to 5. But like I've said, it's like fantasy football. Like when you pick at the end of rounds, sometimes you have to pick guys earlier because you know they're not going to.
Oh yeah, that's how it is with the Cowboys every year, and then fans get upset. Oh, you could have had him later.
They don't get back to you later, so you got to go. Yeah.
So Trevor was weaponry. Let's look at wide receivers. 3rd round. Burton's there. Malik Washington, Brendan Rice. No, they wouldn't take Johnny Wilson.
I like Johnny Wilson as a tight end. He made my tight end list.
That's what I was thinking, man. I was like, yeah, he's too damn big for a wide receiver.
Tight end in my world, top 10 list.
He'd be like a Kelvin Benjamin. There went Mason Smith.
He has really good eyes.
Raiders.
He has high upside, but his injury concerns scare me on Smith.
There's a load of them at day 3. Load of them.
All right, so I'm feeling probably
Listen,
Trevin Wallace.
So I don't think we can go wrong.
I'm thinking Trevin Wallace here.
He ain't getting love, but I see him going a lot earlier than expected.
I think so too, man. Here's a 30 visit as well. Trevin Wallace. Eichenberg.
Wallace is the 5th round pick to me. We're gonna pick him in the 3rd.
Why do you have him in the 5th?
You look at it at the linebackers. Eichenberg's better. Cedric Gray's better. Solomon's better. Hell,
I just think people look at Wallace as a better athlete than the linebacker. And I agree with you. I like some of those linebackers better than Trevor Wallace. But I think the NFL people look at Wallace as a better athlete. And they look at it as, oh, we can be a better player.
his linebacking cover skills, Wallace, isn't as good if you turn on the tape than you think it is. It just isn't. His coverage isn't that good.
Listen, I like Eichenberg better. Trust me, I do. I like him better. I just think some teams.
He can play. Now, Wallace can play multi-linebacker positions, right? He can. But I think in the third round for Wallace, I think that's richer than Jerry Jones.
Let's look at cornerback. It's a low-key need. So is there anybody good here that we would take in the third?
Safe, the low you need.
Cam Hart would be one that I would look at. Brendan Rice receivers. We're getting closer to our pick. What's our consensus here, guys?
What interior line? What we got? Interior.
Interior D line or
Hold on.
O-line? Okay.
Mahogany.
I think this is, and someone just said it right here, Troy. I think that's why we can't go linebacker as early as we did. I'm sorry, running back as early as we did.
Mahogany is still there. That might be the dude, man. That might be the dude. Yeah. Christian Mahogany.
Been looking at him.
Shrine Game All-Star. Lit it up at the star in front of scouts, coaches. Still there. I know the Cowboys like him.
What we got?
Third round. We're coming up on our pick. We're a few picks away. 6 picks away, guys.
I think Mahogany in the third, Joe. I think you're onto something here.
I mean, that's what happens when if a ball doesn't get to us in round 2. That's what happens. That's why it's tricky. The first 2 rounds are going to be tricky because I got a better feeling about getting a left tackle in round 1. But I'm pretty sure I can get a guard center tweak in round 2. I know I'm not getting a left tackle at the end of round 2.
This is why I like Mahogany. He could play left and right guard to me.
Oh yeah, he should.
I think Zach Martin's on his last year of his contract.
It's Zach's last year, period. And then I hear people saying, "Oh, he's playing 5 more years." He's not Trent Williams, people. He's not. His last.
I think you get your Zach Martin replacement early in Mahogany.
Yeah, no, I think that would be the pick if he can make it here.
How many picks is Zinter behind Mahogany?
Okay.
But it's all going to depend on his leg.
What is Brandon Coleman's still there? Oh shit! They ain't told me that. Okay, we got some old line. Okay, so we're not dead in the water here yet.
Who we miss?
Okay. Seattle took Spencer Rattler.
You know,
That's good value there for Seattle.
Yes, it's not bad, man. I can't really laugh at them. We never even draft damn quarterbacks here. Ooh, that's a good pick for them. My goodness. Okay. Oh, the picks are starting to come in quickly here. All right. Let's see. Kyrie Jackson. Where is Zinter? I think they have him listed as a tackle on here. Let me see.
he's a guard.
Zinter's a guard, but Mahogany's better than Zinter, in my opinion.
No, yeah, see, they have him on Walk the Mock. They have him as a center. I mean, tackle. But he's there. He's available still.
It all depends on his injury. If he's 100% or he's going to start the year off. BP. You could probably get Zinter in a round later.
I'm wondering, bro, if they're low key would get a right tackle, and move on from Steele next year.
Let me look at his contract for next year, Joe. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I think it's one more year and we can move on, I believe.
Well, I want to see what the cap hit is because Stephen Jones' contract, there's always a cap hit in dead money.
So who do you like then? Jones, Blake Fisher, or the kid Rosengartner out of Washington?
For right tackle, I would go with no, I would not go with him. I would go with Blake
Real
Fisher.
dead money, if you
Right
cut him
tackle.
before June 1st, is $9 million. $9 million in dead money. If you do it after June 1st, it's $3 million, but you're gonna divide out some money between 2 years. So you're looking at $3 million this year and $6 million in 2026 if you get rid of Steele post June 1 next year.
So you definitely could draft your future right tackle replacement.
But Jerry hates admitting to making mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He cut Lyle. He cut Zeke. He cut Jalen Smith.
But
I think Jerry, as of late, can own up to his mistakes because he's done it, and he's ate a lot of dead money in the last 3 years because of it.
He'll do it, but it's always like a year or two too late.
yeah, dead money to Jerry, like he laughs at that.
Well, Terrence Steele is a Mike McCarthy guy.
Yes.
Right? Mike McCarthy brought him in, developed them. So if Mike McCarthy isn't on this football team, there's no guarantee that the new coaching staff is going to like the way Steele is, especially if he puts on tape what he did last year, this year.
He was horrible last year.
He's got to really step it up, dude. All right, what we have? Okay, let's do this. Let's get Mahogany here.
Yeah.
That value there is splendid.
I'll be pissed off in Houston. Because Houston's low key needs a center. We're on the board.
Beautiful. Rebuilding the offensive side of the ball up the wazoo, bros. We got an early 4th round pick in that trade.
But we have 2 fourths, right? Oh no.
Yeah. We got that early 4th that we made in the trade, and then we got Kansas City's 4th round that we made in that trade moving down. The art of the trade. We need to write a book, bro.
Can't do it without Jimmy's having something to say in it. Because that guy, Jimmy did develop the point system. Jimmy pulled off one of the best trades in NFL history. Jimmy is the art of the trade, period.
Mm-hmm.
Wish he was on the team so we can trade Dak.
He's on the advisory board. And if you notice, Jimmy said he talked to Jerry for an hour after that Packers loss. Ironically, they're on the clock. And Jerry had 3 concerns: Dan Quinn, Mike McCarthy, and Dak Prescott. Dan Quinn's on another team. Mike McCarthy's on his last year, and Dak Prescott ain't signed. So I wonder what kind of advice Jerry Jones gave him.
Listen.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson gave Jerry Jones.
Listen, both of you guys are smart. Jerry Jones.
Don't bring Colorado into this.
Jerry Jones is a businessman. I'm not going to bring Colorado into it, but Jerry Jones is a businessman. Do you think he's going to let Dak walk away next year for a comp pick in 2026? No, I don't see that happening.
I do.
I see him trading him.
They let Tyron Smith go for a comp pick, and they were loyal to Smith. They'll do the same to Dak.
Danny, this is what I think too, bro. Like I'm kind of feeling what you're saying, because Jimmy, we know him. He likes to wheel and deal, right? And he always said, if you need teams, you need a team asset, and Dak is an asset. You can get picks for him right now.
Exactly.
And the Raiders, Vikings, I mean, you still got a few teams that would be interested in that. And we all saw this interview that Dak had here yesterday.
He looked like
It didn't sound too good.
someone shot one of his dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like they're gonna re-sign him, man. So if I'm Todd France, I'm like, okay, man, on the wall. Like, let's get you paid right now, bro. But I don't know, man. They're sitting on their hands, I guess.
And now all of a sudden, Dak is saying, "Oh, he doesn't need to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL." I also think if he hit the open market, he would get a little sticker shock. In my mind,
That's what I'm saying. They should if Todd France was smart, they would get the deal now while the quarterback market.
in an honest question, if Dak got traded hypothetically to New England, how many games you think New England would win this year?
Probably nine or 10, maybe. It's a tough
10
division,
went to my head.
and they play outside.
I would have put it like 6 or 7. I would have put. He really
Yeah.
in that cold weather.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking the right fits for the two teams that would be in play. Raiders play inside, Vikings play inside.
Exactly, 100%. And we talked about this many times. Jerry is going to be in the spotlight. It'll be the week of the draft. He'll do a Wednesday. Listen, could I be wrong? 100%. He'll do a Wednesday trade, and then all the Dallas will be in the news the entire week.
Hey, Forever DC, Jimmy said that. So this is what Jimmy said, Forever DC. We don't listen to social media here on the Frisco Report. We are the social media here on the Frisco Report. This is what Jimmy said, quote unquote. We were talking on the phone for about an hour after the Green Bay playoff loss. He was talking about what he needed to do, Jimmy said, because he had big decisions to make on Mike McCarthy, Dan Quinn, and Dak Prescott. So a little bit of research, a little bit of Google lets you know that we don't listen to social media. We know what Jimmy Johnson said, and we know the contents of that phone call because it's out there for you to Google. It's not hard.
Listen, I bet I got Jimmy said to trade him. 100%. I mean, I think he's topped out. I don't think the owns going to go any higher. Dak.
It is, but you still got the loyalists out there. They're gonna die on that sword, bro.
Sports Illustrated, DC, Forever DC. Come on, man. You're better than this. I know you are.
See, here's my theory. So Jerry will soften the pain. He's gonna trade Dak, but he's gonna bring back Zeke to soften the pain of the loyalists. So they go and slit the throats. That's what Jerry's, and he's gonna make Zeke wear his college number so everybody can buy his college number jersey.
That's some Game of Thrones stuff right there, Danny. I love it. I'm ready for the drama, bro. I mean, that's what makes following the team so fun, man. We're just want to get over that hump, but these kinds of scenarios and shit, I mean, it's fun to talk about. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. Dallas is always
a radio show where he said it is literally on YouTube. God, these people, man. I can't with some of these people. A little bit of research, a little bit of Google. It's right there. It's free. All you got to do is pay your phone bill and your internet bill, and you get the power of Google.
There went Rosengarten. He's gone.
Go to the library and get your local community. It's free. Get a library card. It's all right. The access to the internet is simple.
I mean, Dallas has a history with the Raiders of doing trades.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're Antonio Pierce, head coach of the Raiders, you think you got to, as a rookie head coach, second year, but Do you think you got a better chance with a rookie quarterback walking in, or do you think you have a better chance of winning with Dak or Minnesota? Yo, he's walking into two great wide receivers. They got Addison, they got Jefferson, they got the tight end Hutchinson from Detroit. What more else could like? That's a perfect scenario. But
Yeah.
then we're playing cold against Green Bay and Chicago and stuff like that.
I got about 9 minutes left, Joe.
What'd you say, Mike?
I got about 9 minutes. I'm gonna get off of here.
Alrighty, I got you. Yeah, man. Scenarios.
What's up,
It's
my
a
love
fun
weed?
thing. It's a fun thing. Gets the juices flowing, man. Gets the mind flowing, man. You gotta think outside the box. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that if you think about all the inactivity, is it leading up to something blockbuster on draft night? Could that be what this is?
And then you also have to think about he didn't Trey Lance here for nothing.
No. You got Trey Lance here for something. Trey Lance, just because that fifth-year option was going to be too much money. Trey Lance is the cheaper option. Trey Lance will be a Dallas Cowboy next year on a 3-year deal. Book it.
Yeah, you can extend him. Right during camp, right? So,
Oh yeah, you sure can.
wouldn't that be something?
You know,
They extend him
Dak
over.
Prescott
That'd be crazy.
didn't give the vote of confidence at the cancer deal that he was hosting. Big shout out to Dak off the field. He does a lot of really good things off the field for the community. But he didn't get the vote of confidence when asked, where are you going to be at next year? And he goes, I'm not in fear. I love playing football. Whether that's with the Dallas Cowboys or somewhere else, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Oh, said, wacky, dacky, wacky, packy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Minnesota has 2-1s, I believe.
Yeah, Minnesota has what is it? 11 and 23, I think.
If you walk
They got
2, which they're saying, like some people are saying he's even worth more than that. I think it would be hard to say no.
Yeah, you would have to take. It's just incredible, because you can't keep getting older at the quarterback position. That's not how the NFL works.
He'll be 31 in July.
And listen, I like Dak, but ever since he broke his ankle and he lost his mobility, he's never been the same.
No, he definitely lost that. Yeah. Right now you have a lot more athletic quarterback in Lance. They can, he can sell those RPOs. Dak, you can't sell that RPO.
Not with the cinder block feet.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't sell it. 2016 Dak, they could sell the crap out of that. Dak could pull that off, and Zeke, he was, young Zeke.
Stephen Jones gave a vote of confidence to Trey Lance and his footwork, and Stephen Jones said something here. He said Trey Lance embodies what a first-round pick looks like, and that his footwork is getting a lot better. I'm telling you guys, Joe, I've been saying this forever. Trey Lance holds the keys to Prescott's extension. Jane Slater said August, that it could be done. All right. If Trey Lance looks like absolute garbage, Dak Prescott gets the extension. If Trey Lance looks like Dak Prescott in 2016 in the preseason, the writing's on the wall for wacky, packy, dacky, wacky.
Yeah. They definitely could be what happens here, right?
I mean, you could still trade him then if somebody's top quarterback goes down. You might even get more if someone's top QB goes.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. I mean, there's still a lot more drama to go. It won't be over after the draft. trade deadline, right? So, yeah, that could definitely happen.
Aiken, didn't they move the trade line back even? I think they
Yeah, I think they did. And let's say you have McCarthy in a lame duck season. This season could go south real quick. You know, and if you got that asset, you might as well, man. If you're not going to keep him, do something.
No, you're right. It makes sense. When you have lame duck coaches,
Well, could Dak Prescott get traded after the preseason? Could a team say, we want to win now? Let's go get Prescott and one of these quarterbacks that drafted, outside of, the Commanders and outside of Chicago, hey, let's go win now. I like where our roster's at. Let's go see if Dak's available. Could that happen?
Only if a team has an injury, like the first, like a contender, or if a team has an injury, a quarterback in camp, then I can see that happen.
Todd France can waive that trade clause like that. People, come on, quit saying he has a no trade clause. That's that's bull jive.
I can't believe people are still saying that.
If he gets traded, I'm getting a gold necklace that says no trade clause on it. Because I can't see people. Oh, he has a contract. There's a business. Contracts were made to be broken. That no trade clause means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like if the Raiders offered Dak $200 million, do you think he's going to say no just because he has a no trade clause in his contract? Like, I don't understand why people just constantly bring that up over and over and over again. Russell Wilson had a no trade clause. Aaron Rodgers. So many people. It's like it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, Danny. That's the breakdown right there on that. But
if
some of
Todd
the
France, this is what I said on Twitter, Joe. You've been saying it forever. Can Dak Prescott at his age, right? We know what Kirk Cousins did, right? He tore the Achilles, he got signed. But can Dak Prescott risk it for the biscuit? Can he play a year on a last year knowing the shoulder? He had a baseball injury throwing in training camp. The 2 ankle surgeries, one to fix it, one to clean it up. The calf injury that he sustained after throwing a football to CeeDee Lamb at the end of the Patriots game. The finger injuries, right? Little injuries like that add up. You could ask Tony Romo. He'll tell you they add up. Can Todd France risk the biscuit for his quarterback?
I think we're going to find out draft night.
That's just we all it's Nick. Where he ain't going to be rushing back to get on the field. He's looking tilted. Why am I back?
Danny, we lost your sound. I think your connection went out.
What about now? Any better or good?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry.
Let's see where we're at. We're about to hit the 4th round. We get that early 4th. What are we feeling here, guys? Early 4th. So far, we've gone all offense. Zach Frazier, Trey Benson, Christian Mahogany. We got that O-line rebuilt and ready to rock and roll. Trey Benson right behind that line. What are we thinking here with this 4th round?
I don't have a problem with linebacker or DT.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Who they take? Benson, not tight end. Interesting. DT. Let's see who we got out here. Taylor Wingo, McKinley Jackson. DJ James. Okay. No, we're gonna make our picks.
Stephen Jones, or excuse me, Tyler Smith said this, guys. He said the Cowboys and the Jets were his main options, adding the way things were looking in Dallas. I knew it was most likely going to be the Jets. So, the way things are going in Dallas, do you think Tyron Smith got a little piece in the ear that Dak Prescott could be gone from this team?
Absolutely. Because I could be mistaken, but Tyron's only guaranteed $6.5 million, and Dallas wasn't even looking to match that. Everything else was incentive. His Jets contract, so it was only guaranteed $6.5 million. And Dallas
If they believe Dak Prescott is the winner of the deal, if Tyron Smith basically picked Aaron Rodgers over Dak, right? I think anybody in their right mind would. But what does that tell you? The way the Cowboys are going, which way are they going? Does Tyron Smith know something that we don't know?
I mean, I feel like they've been dropping low key hints, man. But you know,
Part of the show. Show. Ah,
okay, everybody's back. Everybody back?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so where we're sitting right now, we're 8 picks away. We still got Trevin on the board, Eichenberg on the board. We are in the 4th round, so I think there's some good value here with linebackers.
That could probably be the way to go, unless there's like a super. Is Rice still on the board by any chance?
Let's take a look. Yeah, he is. We're both there.
We could probably get both. We could probably get Rice and Eichenberg this round.
Yeah, Rice.
Or double dip linebacker.
Rice right here, probably, if he makes it to us. Wallace, man, that's another 20. That's another 13 picks after that one. Eichenberg
is 100% a Zimmer kind of linebacker.
Oh yeah.
Zimmer kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. He's a throwback.
Yep.
Jalen Ford. The Cowboys had interest in him.
He has really good size. He's like 6'4", 245. Really good size.
That's Texas linebacker. So we have some linebacker options here. Blake Corum still there. Jalen Wright.
Just don't see the hype with Corum. I don't.
Marshawn Lloyd. I'm interested to see. This is what I'm interested in seeing this draft, man. Is where's the run on the running backs going to happen?
I would think 3 to 5. I would think. I like Lloyd a lot. He can fly. He's like a 4.38.
Is there? I wonder if there's even going to be a run or just drafted here and there.
There's Theo Johnson. That's it.
That's who you were talking about, right?
6'6", 260, 4.5. And he had 7 TDs his last year, and it would have been more if he just would have had a quarterback. The quarterback was horrendous.
Yeah. No, the quarterback play was not good at all.
3 years.
I'm wondering.
He's shocked. He's better than Brock Bowers.
Yeah. And there's something about Brock Bowers that kind of has that busty feel to it. You know? I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. I think The tight end that they had out last year is better than Brock Bowers.
Who, the kid that went to Pittsburgh, the big kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have an explosive year. I mean, the potentials. I think this year too, with they finally got an OC in the building. They got. I like what Pittsburgh's been doing in the offseason. I think they're going to bounce back really good.
They just got to get Pickens to run like good routes. He's a lazy route runner.
Oh yeah, Pickens is. He's going to end up being another one of the. He's going to end up being another. Gosh, I mean, a lot of talent there, man, but he's a little immature still.
No, you're right.
That in his play, man, the mental part of the game gets to him. You know what I mean?
It seems like he takes games off, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that frustration stays with him, man. He can't shake it off.
Dang it. I'm trying to make it to this next pick in the 4th round, but I don't think I am.
Go ahead and make it, bro. You can do it. Call in, bro. Call in.
I don't gotta go. I work 8 to 5, pimp. I got them bank hours Monday through Friday.
That's good, bro.
I did sell to a new state. I added Alaska to the list of selling.
Oh, really?
Yes. Friday at 4:59, I closed the sale.
Man, dude, that's not bad at all.
It's an $86,000 piece of equipment.
Well, that costs crazy amount of money to get that stuff shipped up there, right?
It's going to cost $9,000 to ship it from where I'm at to Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow. And I bet
9 bands.
I'm interested in this safety. Let me see if there's this guy is out here.
I need to work on getting my real estate license as well. Selling's, you know what the best paying job is in the world?
Shoot.
Sales. Sales is the number 1 paying job in the world.
I always want to hit the Mega Millions so I can open up a strip club. So my girlfriend can't bitch. I'd be like, yo, I'm going to work. What are you going to do? What? I'm going to work.
She'd be like, "How convenient."
Boy, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's going to be 2 most expensive pieces there. The building and the liquor license.
You're going to laugh, though. I'm sure, like, maybe, like, Houston, the big cities are like that, too. But, like, you get, like, in the big cities, yo, they charge the girls $500, $1,000 a night to dance. That's how much money they're pulling in a night.
But your club has to be very reputable.
Yeah, I'm talking about Manhattan, New York. These girls are walking home with 10 grand a night. It's ridiculous.
Oh, see, I couldn't do that. Manhattan, New York. Imagine that with the cigarette. Hey, how much you gonna spend for me dancing?
Oh man, there went Trevin Wallace, Tennessee Titans.
I mean, if Eichenberg's still on the board, I'm fine with him. I'm fine with Eichenberg price. It's just who do you think? You know, there's a chance one might not get to you.
Mm-hmm.
But Rice is probably the best wide receiver on the board right now. I would imagine.
I mean, wide receiver doesn't stretch very well outside the.
Don't.
Yeah. He's literally like the last good one here, and he is good. I like his play, man.
And he has good size.
He has good size. Caleb Williams, he's this season. wasn't like his season before. I mean, if Brendan Rice would have got last year's Caleb Williams, these numbers would be even higher.
I would
But
Rice, and then worst case Eichenberg or Gray. You
yeah,
know, that's just
no, that's what I'm feeling too.
I think
Jalen
Rice
Rice.
is a good 4th round pick.
absolutely.
I think Rice. I think Rice is the guy.
Well, that was crazy value right there, Jalen Wright.
4'5", 36.5-inch vertical, 6'2", 208.
Yeah, no, he does great, which we need. That would be
33-inch arms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Picasso.
Caleb Williams had nobody pretty much on that team to throw to besides him.
He's probably a Cardinal fan, but we'll forgive him. His hometown is Chandler, Arizona. Joe, freeze. Move, Joe. Joe, can you move? Oh, nope, he froze. Come on, Joe, we're about to be on the clock. I need you here. We're on the clock, Joe. I need you. Ah!
We crashed it. Oh, good.
Get
Ooh.
done selling gremlins.
I know, man. It's always like when we're getting up on the pick here.
Rice.
Let's do it.
Clutch. Well, I gotta go, fellas.
All
Thanks for
right,
having
bro.
me, Joe.
Thanks for joining, man. I know it's kind of last minute, but do appreciate you, Mike.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, buddy.
For
I'll see you Tuesday,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, we'll see you Tuesday with our 7th round mock draft. Let me know how you want to do it.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, let me know how you want it, what kind of setup you want.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yep, for sure. Peace.
All right, bro.
See you, Savage. Thanks for coming on, bro.
So we got one more pick, correct?
Yeah, we got that. I think we actually close out this whole mock draft. Let me see. We got the 32 pick, which was the Kansas City.
And what linebackers are on the board? Eichenberg, Gray.
Yeah, let me see. Let's go to linebackers. We got to come out of this with the linebacker. I like Brownlee as corner. Come on, load.
For I love Guido. Not a Guido. Definitely not a Guido. It's just
Who's asking that, man?
somebody in the chat. It's just
That's funny, man. Okay. Yes. We got Tommy Eichenberg. Jalen Ford.
Jalen Ford. Is Estimane still on the board or no? He got to be.
Man, nobody's picking up running backs. Quorum, Allen, Lloyd, Estemazer, Ray Davis is there.
Old man Ray.
Shipley's there.
Ray Davis is collecting Social Security. He's so old.
How old is Ray Davis? 25?
5. Listen,
Yeah.
Look at it this way. He's a day 3 guy to me. As long as you're okay with getting one contract out of him, throw a pick at him.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of miles, and he's 25. So you run him into the ground for 4 years and say, see you later.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is the age is prohibitive. He's a one contract guy. That's it. Because I mean, you know how it is, Danny. Wheels fall off on these guys once they hit those late 20s. It's over.
Yeah, definitely.
You're the one off, like Gore, but I mean, that's just most aren't. You know what I mean?
I love his son late. I love his son, Frank Gore Jr.
Mhm.
The thing what I love about him, he's 5'8", 215, and he runs harder than Braylon Allen from Wisconsin. The kid that's like 6'2", 245. Frank Gore Jr. runs hard. And people say, oh, low-level competition. Well, watch Southern Mississippi against Miami. He had over 200 yards. The kid can play. He has heart, that kid. I like him a lot. A lot of people saying undrafted free agent. If he had a lot of picks, I would throw around 7 at him. The kid Rashawn Ali from Marshall. I love him late.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been watching him. He would be a good one. Put him in the mix with some of these other physical backs, man, and man,
You know,
sitting pretty.
yeah, that's what I mean. In a perfect world, I want a bruiser and I want a speedster.
That's what I want, man. Out of this draft, I do want to double dip it. The guys that we have now are just they're not it, man. None of them.
Who did we just sign? Rolls Royce? I mean, who did we sign?
Royce Freeman. Yeah.
Why?
Former
Why?
third round. It's one of those McClay. Oh, former third rounder. Maybe we can turn him into something. Nah.
I don't know, man. I was just wondering what interior guys are still on the line.
Let's take a look. Interior O line.
Interior.
Limmer. Is it Bordellini still there?
Someone took Zach. No,
Brandon Coleman's.
no, you said they had Zach Zenner at tackle. You said this one. You were saying whoever gets him is getting a steal this year.
Oh, I like Christian Jones too, man. Have you
No,
seen
me too.
Christian Jones?
I just think he's a right tackle, but I like him too. He made a lot of money to see.
Yeah, I like Christian Jones as a tackle and even a guard, man. Right side. I think that guy could be a steal, bro. Okay, we were looking at is Zinter still there? Okay, so where's his progression on his injury though? Dan, is he slated to be ready for camp, or is he going to be a slash and a dash guy, or what?
My opinion, dash guy, because he broke 2 bones in his leg at the end of the year versus Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
But getting a guy like that round 4 or 5, and he was my guard 1 before the injury. That's a home run. A team like Arizona, a team like the Rams that have a shitload of picks,
Mm-hmm.
they'll and redshirt him, and
Oh
he'll be
yeah,
starting right guard for the next decade.
no, you're right about that.
We have so many holes. We pretty much have to go linebacker right now.
Yeah, they have so many holes, man. That's why, of all years, I feel like this has to be the year that they do another trade down. I mean, when was the last time we actually did trade down? Was it the Frederick pick?
I think it was.
I mean, it seems like we've stayed pat for many years now.
No, we traded back with Micah. The Micah pick, we traded back.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Think about how lucky we got that. Imagine if the Giants would have took him. We lucked out on that one.
Yeah, that was the steal of the draft there, man. We definitely stole him.
And we took the great Nation Wright with the 3rd round pick we got. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see any of that.
I mean,
Man, that was the terrible way to take the air out of the out of the building, man.
we had like 11 picks that year. That draft was brutal.
That's the thing about our large draft classes. They just I don't know for what reason, but when we have a large draft class, those ones tend to be the worst. Outside your first pick, you know what I mean?
I mean, besides Micah and Osa, who did we really get out of that class?
That's it, man. That's it. And I feel like Osa's tapped out already. I mean, maybe Zimmer might be able to get a little bit more out of him, but I feel like he hit that ceiling already.
Yeah, but you notice Zimmer likes those two giant one techs in the middle. Zimmer likes two big defensive tackles, and we don't got any right now. That's why this scares me this year, because a lot worse defense, and we're playing the number one schedule. We have the number one schedule. So I don't know, man.
They could very well end up going at that Sweat, man. If he falls, they get some value out of him. You know, or throw some of these late round guys and get some of these big guys here at the end.
Yeah, I mean, day three linebacker was deep. You can get a linebacker day three.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what ultimately happens, man.
It's just I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see no Brooks. I don't want to see no Peyton Wilson. I just don't like this.
Yo, I'm right there with you, bro. I don't want John. The whole thing about the doctor is so overrated. It's like, man, all these teams get the same report. You know, he's not going to be holding information. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Dr. Cooper. I mean, even the main media guys, that's the first thing they say when they say Jonathan Cooper. Oh, they have the inside track. Is that Cooper? It's like, oh man, y'all are being lazy.
Plus, everyone's board is going to be different in the NFL. You know, with one team might have a guy ranked 2, the other team might have him ranked number 8 or 9. You know, so everyone's board is pretty much going to be different. So, I mean, I would think Dallas trades back unless a stud is really, sitting for them right there at 24.
Yeah, it's really got to be somebody that wasn't supposed to be there
That slides.
that slides. Otherwise, I mean, we did a scenario here with this mock draft, you know, and we still came out with the guys we wanted.
But then Thursday night you're gonna have that one or two crazy picks. It happens every year. Zach Zinner, right there, Pittsburgh took him. Pittsburgh's smart.
No,
Solid.
it happens. Somebody will go higher than what a lot of people are thinking.
Yeah.
In that first round.
There's always one or two crazies like what?
Oh yeah, every year. Who do you think that might be this year, Danny?
Well, the way everyone's blowing them up, I can see Kid Peyton Wilson. I could see Trey Benson. I could see Robinson sneaking into the end of the first round. I could see a safety sneaking,
Yeah,
like Tyler Nubin
yeah,
sneaking late round
mhm,
one.
yeah,
I mean, because a lot of teams are going to look at like after the run on quarterbacks, after the run on wide receivers, after the run on offensive tackles. A lot of teams are going to be like, okay, do I take the 7th offensive tackle or do I take the number 1 ranked safety?
mhm,
Ranked
yeah,
Edrin Cooper could sneak into round 1. Or do I take the number 1 ranked, linebacker? So a lot of teams might, if you just go BPA.
exactly. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're dead on about that. I feel like one one or two of those linebackers might pop up there. It might be one of those guys like, oh, shit, he went early.
It us.
But everybody needs these top flight linebackers. That's why I find it kind of surprising that a lot of mockers they don't have any linebackers in the first. I'm like, it could happen.
But I
Well,
said
some of them don't.
I think the linebackers as a whole move up, and they're drafted earlier than a lot of people are expecting. Like I
Yeah.
would as if that kid Wallace from Kentucky goes round two. I could see a team doing that. I see him just because his athleticism. I can see him going early. Edrin Cooper, I can see him going end of round one. I could see.
Yeah. Matt Goncalves. Cowboys had him for a 30. I'm interested in where they project him at.
I still got to who they have at Dallas Day. That's what I'm trying to find out still.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that one's been like mysterious, bro. That's why I feel like that Brandon Coleman is a low key guy that they might be targeting. They're trying to keep that quiet, I think.
Yeah.
Coleman went to the Texans.
We'll know draft night what way they're going to go with Dak also.
Oh, for sure.
We'll know.
Yeah.
Minnesota, who they take?
Bo Limmer.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be smarter for the Raiders or Minnesota to trade for Dak. And
Yeah.
not because I don't want my team, but I mean, I don't want to want my team. But it's also like his attitude. He like him and his agent. They walk in like he's Peyton Manning. I'm like, bro, hold on, man. You're 2-5.
Yeah.
When are people gonna just stop making excuses for him? I'm tired of the excuses.
I mean, it's true, bro. I mean, yeah, it's.
But God, oh my God, you're like the Antichrist. If you people hate you for saying the truth.
Yeah, they don't like to hear it, man. They definitely don't. But you got to stick to your your guns and go with what you say. And I'm like that too, man. You got to tell me you can win it, man. If not, you got to move on. You can't. It just isn't smart, man. You know.
Like I said it before. Listen, he's a great guy. I think he's better than Romo. But once you see that one INT, bro, you know a second one's coming. You know a third one's coming. It's like he falls apart, like mentally. It's just like he loses his confidence and he tries forcing balls.
No, you see it. You see it on the sideline too, man. It's just
The deer in the headlights look.
it is. It's a deer in the headlights, and it's just like he can't escape those demons in the playoffs. So, yeah.
I mean, would I prefer him to go to the Raiders, to an AFC team? Yes. But for the right amount of compensation, I got no problem giving him to Minnesota.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like Jordan Addison's a speedster, Jefferson's a speedster, and I think Dak's weakness is the long ball, is the deep.
Yeah. That's why they don't get these speedsters to get down the field because he doesn't get it down there.
Oh, he's horrible. He overthrows guys 5 yards sometimes, or underthrows them. You see dudes stopping, running like they're stopping from running routes, and then the corners are running into them, and you get a flag. That happened a few times this year with Brooks. With Cooks.
Yeah. I mean, you really just gotta rewatch that Green Bay game, and you'll come back down to earth. So a lot of fans they'll be mad at first, and then they'll come back. Oh, he's still my guy. I ride or die. Like, dude, what happened to that terrible performance? You know, he's gonna like shrug that off.
You know this. I can understand being married to a player if he won you 2 Super Bowls, if he won you that. But like, if Peyton Manning can leave the Colts, if Joe Montana can leave San Fran, if Tom Brady can leave New England, bro, come on, who's Dak? Dak's nobody. He's won nothing. He's won nothing, and I'm tired of. I'm sick of the excuses. He's had. Everyone says he's had 3 Hall of Famers on his own line. He's had a young Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Had 3 healthy wide receivers, and Cooper, Lamb, and a healthy Michael Gallup. So,
Yeah.
or let me ask you a question, Joe. You're
Yeah.
smart. If Dak Prescott had Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver room this year, how many games do you think he would have won with Kansas City's wide receivers?
Oh, it would have been bad.
But everyone says he's so great.
Yeah, no, it would have been disastrous. They've given him, yeah. I mean, like you said, they've given him everything. You've had the high end running back. They went and got Cooper, drafted Lamb.
Healthy MG.
Yeah,
Still couldn't get it done.
yeah.
Everyone says Zach Martin's a Hall of Famer. Everyone says Frederick's a Hall of Famer. Everyone says Tyron's a Hall of Famer. What more do you want? And I was reading an article the other night. This is even more of a reason why I think Jimmy Johnson told Jerry to get rid of Dak. After Dallas's second Super Bowl, they had so many free agents. Jimmy Johnson wanted to cut Charles Haley just so he could keep Gogan, Giesick, and Nate Newton. Jerry and Jimmy got into their problems, and Jimmy got fired, but Gogan left, Giesick left, Stepnoski left, and the only one they retained was Nate Newton. So that's how much offensive line is important to Jimmy Johnson. It's like we build this line, in my opinion, and just pound people into the dirt. We have to take a page from what Michigan did this year. Michigan just pounded people, and a lot of teams in the NFL, all they have is small defensive fronts. So I mean, like that's why everyone's saying wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. Worst case scenario, we can play with Lamb, Colbert, and Cooks this year. Worst case, but we'll see.
We got linebacker up. Danny
Eichenberg.
Still here. That's going to be the pick here. 4th round.
He's a steal in round 4.
Round 4 is a steal. Yeah, it's definitely a steal. Will he be there in the real draft? I don't know.
It's going to be tough. He might go. He might go at the end of 3 or early, the end of the 3rd or 4th.
Braylon Allen to the Vikings.
But the thing is, we got to get a 4th on draft night.
They got to come away with another top. They got to come out with 4th, 3rd, or 2nd.
I would love to trade back with Baltimore. Excuse me, with the Bills, because the Bills are going. The Bills are going to come up for wide receiver. If Kansas City wants to come up, you got to make it worth it, in my opinion. Because I know the Ravens are definitely going to take a tackle. So
the phone should be ringing like crazy in Dallas because we're going to be in that prime spot, man.
A wide receiver that slips, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to take one. Brian Thomas, I don't see us taking Brian Thomas.
No, listen. We need picks, and they can look at it as we can move back a few picks, and we'll get the offensive lineman that we want, and hopefully we can get a 3rd. Worst case, 2 fourths. I'm sorry if Kansas City's calling me coming off a Super Bowl. I'm going to make them pay the tax if they're calling.
Yeah, we got to definitely get some picks because going from that 3rd to the 5th, it's forever. It is just crazy amount of time.
Brutal. just watch guys go off the board.
And there it is, guys. The draft has completed 4 rounds. We did 2 trades. We did one with Kansas City. We did one with the Chargers. That's how we ended up with these multiple picks. We opened it up with Zach Frazier. We got a running back in Trey Benson. We got the guard, Christian Mahogany in the third. Brendan Rice, the receiver. And Tommy Eichenberg, a linebacker. 4 to 5. The offensive line on the left side has been rebuilt.
That's an A to me right there. That's an A. You could have 4 starters step right in right there out of those guys. They're all going to contribute ASAP, in my opinion. That's a solid A.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed, bro. Well, guys, we do appreciate you guys tuning in for special 4-round walk the mock, 32 GMs picking. And it's just very interesting to see what the fan base is picking for their other teams. So go back and watch us on the replay. You kind of get a vibe of what teams are looking at. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty interesting.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Danny, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you as always. Good to have you on here. Glad you were able to hop onto this last minute.
No problem.
Mock.
If you
Yeah.
want, I'm Danny Savage Draft Guru on YouTube, Danny Savage Draft Guru on Twitter, Danny Savage Draft Guru on IG, all 3 platforms. Daily mocks, I'm up to 150 player breakdowns, sleepers, you name it. I got legacy mocks, I got Big 10 mocks, Pac-12 mocks, Big 12 mocks, ACC, SEC. Got to mix it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got you, man. Danny, go hit up Danny. Hit up his page here so he can go live. Go hit and subscribe to him, man. Good guy, man.
And thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
I appreciate it, guys. All right, man. That's it for us. We'll see you for the next one. We'll see you Tuesday at Frisco Report. Peace out, everybody.